It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. A good-looking return set up here.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Vikings nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They run again on 1st down. Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Cook on the carry.
You know, you play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. play fake. Cousins. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. But now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bears take over 1st and 10. At their own.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here comes Abdullah on the return. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third and short yardage. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing, Cousins. Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson.
If you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
On 3rd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Abdullah to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the intercept,
double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brought down at the 42-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Play action. Now Trubisky steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Khalil Mack.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down throw for Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
14.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Bears 21, Vikings 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Dalvin Cook, the ball.
Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the punt, they do get 7 back on the return. And the Bears take over.
22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First down, Bears.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And for Dalvin Cook, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Final play of the half. Cousins gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Here's Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Gain of 10.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he goes out right around the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And the Bears' first down.
They go play action here on first down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
2nd and 2.
Again, it's Trubisky. Forced out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They go play action with Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
To kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the white collar shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Anthony Miller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Vikings 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on. Cook strike, the ball's out. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25.
Another L.